What's up guys, Sixpack here. Hardware Rivals is a really fun game. I like it especially much as I played and loved the original game, Hardware Online Arena. If you're a new player, here are some tips to help you dominate the hardware battlefield. Number 1. Know the difference between the tanks and the buggies. Hardware Rivals has 4 vehicles to choose from, fast action vehicles or buggies as you might call them, and 2 tanks. These 2 classes of vehicles are very different in playstyle. The buggies are fast and very agile but can take a lot of damage, while tanks are heavier and slower but can take more hits. Each vehicle is equipped with a primary weapon that never runs out of ammo. Tanks fire a shell that packs quite a punch. They do some splash damage, so you can even kill someone if your shot just misses. The buggies have a heavy machine gun. Whatever vehicle you're shooting with, remember to aim ahead of where your opponent is driving. Know that if you play with a tank, it will be easier to finish someone off with your main cannon, and you'll also be able to survive many hits that would kill a buggy in one shot. If you're playing a buggy, however, you'll be able to reach special weapon pickups quicker and easier, and by moving fast enough, you could dodge enemy fire that might otherwise hit you if you were playing a tank. However, as a buggy, you'll also tip over more easily when you crash into something. My advice is to experiment with both classes and pick the type of vehicle that suits you the best. So for the second tip is to kill with special weapons. Special weapon pickups are scattered all over the maps, and these offer various ways to take care of your opponents more effectively than your main weapon. Use these weapons to instantly kill or weaken your opponents and finish them off with some accurate shots of your main weapon. Let's take a look at all of the special weapons. There's the light missile, a rapid fire, fast missile that's effective in dealing a lot of damage really quickly. The heavy missiles are a slower, more direct missile that deliver a large amount of damage. These kill buggies in one shot, but a tank with full health can survive these. Plasma fires a salvo of small guided projectiles that swarm towards the target. It's less effective in enclosed spaces as the missiles fly wildly in all directions, but hits will also burn the target for more damage over time. The weapon EMP fires a pulse that on impact disables the target's weapon systems, making it unable to fire for a short time. The drive EMP fires a missile that on impact disables the target's engine systems, making it unable to move for a short time. This is only effective versus a fleeing opponent, as you're still able to fire and kill easily while hit from a drive EMP. Rockets fire a salvo of missiles ahead of you, which is particularly effective at close range. See it as the shotgun of Hardware Rivals. The railgun is one of the most powerful weapons in the game that can take out most targets in one hit. It's able to hit from a great range and travels a distance at an incredibly high speed. Once fired, bombs will bounce around and detonate on impact with a vehicle. If the bomb comes to rest without hitting a vehicle, it will turn into a proximity mine for a short time before it disappears again. The laser is an incredibly powerful beam of destruction, and in my eyes the most powerful weapon in the game, as it will kill anything it touches instantly, and you're also able to kill multiple enemies if you turn the beam while it's firing. So moving on to the third tip, make sure you learn about super weapons. These weapons will spawn at certain moments throughout a match and will activate a special event in the map. The player activating the super weapon will be credited for any opponents destroyed as long as they also survive. So make sure to bring yourself to safety once you pick one of these up. Let's quickly go over the different super weapons. On the map Blister Lake, there's the airstrike, which is called in, and the only way to survive it is you get inside the bunker underneath the main hangar. On the Lost Temple map, Fire of the Ancients will trigger a deadly burst of energy that destroys anything or anyone that's not inside a central pyramid after the countdown ends. In the Quarry map, System Purge will kill anything that doesn't reach high ground in time. It will make all vehicles take damage over time. In the map Outpost 92, the super weapon is Frostbite, which will freeze and slow down vehicles and randomly kill any player that is frozen. Tip number 4, make sure you always have full health and as much armor as possible. When you're on 100% and health and armor, you become an unstoppable beast. Just take a look at this clip and see how much damage I'm taking before getting destroyed. As for tip number 5, drive into people if you're a tank. If you hit a jeep, they'll often tip over and become defenseless. Play around with it and just make sure you don't tip over yourself. Tip number 6, use R3 to reset your camera. When shooting, your aim cursor will often end up facing away from where your vehicle is driving. Quickly tap R3 to get a clear vision again of where you're going. Tip number 7, choose the right upgrades for your character. You can customize the looks of your vehicles and driver, but you can also unlock upgrades for your driver when you level up. You can choose an upgrade in targeting, engine, defense, detection and weapon. Make sure to select one that suits your playstyle once you unlock it. And as for the final tip, learn to know the maps. Hardware Rivals only has 4 maps at the moment, so it's easy to learn every corner of them. If you want to know a few secret locations, check out my secrets overview. I've put the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more Hardware Rivals and other cool games. I'll speak to you soon.